So, this is what shit feels like.
You two bloody listen to me, alright? One fine day, the seaboys come running into the regimental HQ saying there's an elephant broke loose. Now, elephants is very gentle creatures most of the time, and they get along just fine with their man who rides. He's called But, they're in need. No fucking civilians! I have to kill you now.
Christ. I better not let anyone see me out of uniform.
So the seaboys come running up to this general. Only then he was a major and say, "You must come shoot this elephant." So he gets his hunting rifle. It's a 505 Gibbs, and he goes down to the market. Only now, the elephant isn't in the market anymore. It's in a field eating leaves. As calm as never mind. So, there's no cause to shoot it anymore. And by now the moods come back and he's screaming and jabbering about, "Oh, please don't shoot my elephant." You see, he's grown up with that elephant. He's alright. And he don't know how to do any other job except sit on that elephant and tell it to pick up a log and carry it over there. But the elephant's taking the life of a man, you see. A coolie, but a man. And the mood's crying and jabbering and cool as a summer breeze. The general chambers around, pushing right through the elephant's heart. He just kneels down and all the villages are running to get their knives because it's 3 feet. Now see, that's a man would have trembled at the thought of shooting him, but he's just calmly standing there eating leaves. He might be starved. Some civilian firm had to shoot the elephant
Do you ever wonder why the Germans didn't take their tanks with them when they left?
I've made a map. There's a hole in the fence, inside the dump. You just have to get in here, get the key, and cut the power. Then, sneak out into the darkness while I rob them blind. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
How do I cut the power?
The General keeps the keys in his desk.
You want me to break into the General's office?
Any way you can scotch the power is fine by me, lad. I'll meet you back at the train station.
What if they spot me?
I'd run. They don't have a lot of ammunition, but they're terribly handy with their bayonets.
That's your plan B? Run?
Well, you could ask them for some of their famous hot buttered crumpets, but I wouldn't recommend it. They can't run very fast. They're all old farts, like me.
All right, Ollie. Let's see that map you made. Ollie's sleeping potion for those chaps on the bridge. Ollie said there was a hole in the fence in the dump. That sounds much safer than walking in by the front gate.
Arthur! Arthur? You get down from that tree before I chop it down.
Do you know why they're registering us?
The Germans love their lists, that's all.
They're taking us away on a train to Germany. You know about it, don't you?
Who told you that? It's ridiculous.
Oh, you all know about it, just not the kids.
Look, they've got cows there. It's not going to be powdered milk. They might even have chocolate.
Oh, chocolate makes it all better.
They've got tanks, Arthur. Or haven't you noticed? How are we supposed to argue with tanks?
I don't want to go to Germany.
It's only for a little while, I think.
I don't want to be a hostage.
Calm down. Let's have some tea.
Oh, right, I'll come down. I think I might be stuck, actually.
You don't know that for sure? It's not my turn. Jerry's in the house! We beat you once, we'll beat you again!
Go to Germany, you swine!
There
For England! And St. George! Come back for another beating! Grenade!
found you!
Back for more punishment!
Still alive. Shit.
I found a loose bullet down in the mud the other day. Do you think it could still be good? I like marching. If I have to polish my boots one more time... I'm just saying, we might need to recruit. Leave that alone, would you?
Berries? They grow all over the Garden District, don't they? I guess I can eat these till I run across a pub.
If it moves, salute it. If it don't move, fresh
away.
socks. That's his answer to everything.
They're
Bloody
bombing us again!
fresh socks. Who's there? Gotcha! What's that?
All right, here goes. Papier-mâché. We took all the kids to the train station. We sent them off to Germany because of papier-mâché.
I shouldn't have to explain. Attention all personnel. Tonight's movies will be Hellcats at Ramsgate. This stirring war movie shows one of Britain's finest victories. Don't miss it.
There! Get him!
It's started! It's finally
I said the
started!
key was in General Bing's
Put that
office.
back! Who goes there?
Possible. It is not
Thief!
necessary to
Infiltrator! Infiltrator! We got a live one, boys!
Now we see the violence inherent in the system. There's something behind this bookcase, isn't there? I feel positive there's something that could open this. Piano music, eh? Maybe I should have a read and play it.
Attention all personnel. If you find any plague mushrooms in
Well, all right, clever clogs. A hatch. If it leads underground like the others, I can use it to get out of here once I'm done.
You know?
Attention all personnel. If anyone finds
Very good.
Private Elkin's company, return at once. He's not the man who wakes you up in the morning. He is a musician in the band.
Fresh socks. That's his answer to everything. Bloody fresh socks. Hey,
Attention all personnel.
Hey, sir.
Tonight's movie will be King Arthur with a
Who
Gentleman,
goes there?
starring the hilarious Ronald Shiner and Arthur Askey. Don't miss this uproarious comedy.
Who goes there? Guard duty. There's a mole in the hole.
Attention all personnel. It is time to paint the tacks again. If your feet are sore from marching all day, take a break and join the painters next Monday. Any volunteers will be excused from marching. Attention all personnel. If you find any plague mushrooms inside the camp, please notify Corporal Ramsbottom so they can be eradicated safely.
Right, here goes.
Attention!
Oh, for fuck's sake, Ollie.
More infiltrators.
He knew it was alarmed, didn't he? I bet he bloody knew.
Recognize the soldier.
How do I get out of here? I'm not going to be able to jump over the fence from this side.
If he runs,
I've got to get back to the general secret hatch. That's my way out.
They're bombing us again!
Papier-mâché tanks. Newspaper and fucking glue. Right. Now, if I can make it back to Ollie alive, he'll help me get out of town. Assuming that wasn't another lie, that won't be an awkward conversation at all, will it?
attention all personnel. The cook has lost his wedding ring. If you find it in your food, please return it to the kitchen. Thanks.
I could probably come in the way I got out, in the back of the station.
Young Artie! Come on up! That's a fair bit of Christmas there, isn't it?
Did you know the power switch was alarmed?
They're all quite mad, you know. Sometimes I think they want the Germans to come back.
Did you know the power switch was
It's
alarmed?
a shame of it, you see. They want another go.
You bloody knew!
How would I have known that? For fuck's sake, Artie, times are hard, but you and I go back a ways.
The tanks were hollow, Ollie.
What's that?
It's tank armor. The tanks, they're made of papier-mâché. We could have fought them if they didn't really have tanks.
No.
We wouldn't have given them Percy and the others.
Listen up.
I wouldn't have had to lie my way off that train. Oh my God. I lied my way off that train. I wasn't too old to go.
You don't forget a thing like that.
Didn't you hear me? I convinced the Germans they had my birthday wrong. If it was only me, I'd just take my happy pills and sleep through the end of the world. But I promised. I promised Percy I'd keep him safe while we were in Germany. You promised to help me get to the bridge.
The one in the parade on Apple Home? How would you even get to it? You can't even go to Maidenholm. They shut that bridge down last week. No. You're right. You're always right. Ever seen one of these?
What does it do?
Haven't the foggiest. But supposing you took this to the bridge to Maidenholm, and supposing you told the bobbies you were there to fix the bridge works, it might enhance your credibility.
And from Maidenholm, I can get to Appleholm.
And Appleholm has the only bridge out of Wellington Wells. See? Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Well then, see you on the other side.
I'd rather doubt that. Adieu, Artie. Good luck.
A Rose of Gilead. Percy told me about these. They're good for... Maybe I can make some sort of ointment to put on my wounds. Otherwise I'll never feel better. Sally and my favourite tree. We used to sneak out at night and smoke and talk about who we were going to be when we grew up. I wanted to study engineering, and her plan was to be a princess of Mars. Who needs a chest in the middle of nowhere? Witches, apparently. They seem to put their sacrifices here.
This is for the benefit of Mr. Kite. The rabbit got into the garden. The rabbit got into the garden.
Sounds like some sort of secret message. I think this might be the one Sally and me tried to blow up. I always wondered what happened to the letters. There was an awful lot of smoke. Where did you think I used to run 100 metres?
Lovely day for it. Unfortunately, the bridge is not open at this time. It was working just a minute ago, but the door is broken again. You'll have to wait until it's up again.
Do you ever let anybody in?
Oh, yes. There's someone in there now.
And in the past month?
Hell, in the past month. Ah! There's a chap in there right now.
You don't really want anyone back from the Garden District, do you?
Hell, my wastrel friend. No one goes off their joy can actually take joy. I mean, would you? Everybody feels better if that door stays broken. You, us, everybody.
Well, Constable Wright, I suppose now I can tell Central why the bridge keeps breaking down.
Central?
Ever seen one of these?
Oh, bugger me. You're not some sort of undercover bridge inspector?
This device detects structural irregularities using shortwave radar. But I don't think it will show me the real problem. Will it, Constable Wright?
Look, sir, you can fix that door, but them wastrels still ain't gonna take their joy. It makes them see eyes everywhere.
That's not for you to decide, is it?
No, sir. The maintenance hatch is that way, sir. I'd be grateful if you forgot this conversation ever happened.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Oh, bugger. If I really was from Central, I'd have the card, wouldn't I? There is another way, though, isn't there?
Please take a number and sit down.
There's nobody else here.
Please take a number and sit down.
Just resting my feet.
Number 2. Now serving number 2. Welcome to the Rehabilitation Center.
Actually, I'm just a sort of undercover bridge inspector from Central. See this device? It detects structural...
Then you should have no trouble passing the test, should you? Please head through the door there and begin your rehabilitation.
Please deposit your personal belongings into this box, retaining only your clothes. Please continue to the decontamination room. Please discard your clothes. Don't worry, you will be provided with new, proper clothes after decontamination.
Now, if I was Percy, I'd just go promenading about, wondering why everyone was staring. He never did quite grasp what's so important about wearing clothes. Wine goes still and wine goes. God to make thee mightier yet. God to make thee mighty, make thee mightier yet.
Congratulations, you have been decontaminated. Please proceed to the next room and obtain fresh, new, proper, clean clothes.
I hope she's not watching and judging.
Don't you look wonderful? Please proceed to the next room. In case there is any residual odor of the garden district on you, please enjoy this refreshing scent of country flowers.
Is that licorice? Why licorice?
Get ready for the most important moment in your rehabilitation. Please take your favorite flavor of joy. Vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry.
I must insist that you not traverse the beams of the joy detector without taking your joy, sir.
Oh, damn it! They were serious about taking my joy, weren't they? All right.
Lovely day for it.
Lovely day for it.
All right.
I could take these all the time and I wouldn't have any worries.
Please head into the theatre and take a seat. Excellent. Sit tight and enjoy the show.
And now it's time for the Uncle Jack Etiquette Minute. You may be wondering, how can I fit in better in Hamlin Village? Well, it's easy. To get along, go along. If someone tells you it's a lovely day, agree with them. Because of course, it's always a lovely day in Hamlin Village, so don't be afraid of talking to people first. They'll appreciate it. Now, I'm assuming, of course, that you're decently dressed. Huh? Clothes make the man, eh? Indeed, naked people have almost no influence at all in society. And don't dress in rags either, or people might think you're a wastrel. Now, what should you do if people are staring at you? Maybe they're asking you if you remember to take your joy. Who cares? Just pop another, and they'll congratulate you and go on about their day. And if things seem to be getting a bit hectic, remember, you can always sit on a bench, relax and open the Hamlin au Courant. Take a load off. No one will bother you when you're sitting on a bench. Unless you've made them very angry. Well, or, I don't know, watch Jack Worthing on television. I hear he's very good. Well, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Tune in tomorrow for another Etiquette Minute with Jack Worthing. That's me.
Isn't Uncle Jack wonderful? Now, please proceed to the 3rd floor, where you will be tested on what you've just relearned.
Just a friendly reminder. Uncle Jack don't mention it, but a word to the wise. Proper decent people don't like people what is running, jumping, crouching, spying, sneaking, breaking or entering. Such like behaviours is what we...
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's time to play Oh Behave, the game where you show that you're ready to come back to Hamlin Village and behave like a proper, decent citizen.
Oh, for heaven's sake, they can't be serious.
Are you ready to behave? Now, our 5 guest questioners are going to ask you 1 question each. All you have to do is show us that you understand how to behave yourself in Wellington, Wales. Mr. Cashier, what question
cashier. Glad he's still around.
If you want to fit in, you should. A. Say hello to everyone you meet, like you do. B. Visit people's houses, whether they're there or not. C. The eyes! The eyes!
Yes, that's right. It never hurts to say hello to people. Player 2, I'm afraid the eyes was not the right answer. Mrs. Browning, what would you like to know?
If you realise you're wearing rags, should you A. Pop a joy, B. Put on proper clothes for God's sake, and why not pop a joy, C. Why does everything have eyes?
That's right, Player 1. Just popping a joy is not always enough. We do have standards, you know. Player 2, I'm afraid everything does not actually have eyes. Jack Constable. Constable, your question?
Right. Well, here's my interrogative. If I see you running, jumping about, or crouching in the shadows, what will I likely do? A. Tell you to stop your rotten shenanigans before I smash you in the face. B. Run and jump and play myself. C. Oh God, the eyes.
Player 1, that's exactly right. If you need to get somewhere, don't lurk about like a rotten downer, or run like you're fleeing the scene, or jump about. No need to be in a hurry in Hamlin Village. Player 2, do try to pay attention. We want you to succeed. Mrs. Sackville, your question, please.
If you want to make friends with me, should you A. Give me flowers, B. Talk about old times, C. Stop staring at me, why is everything staring?
No, I'm afraid we don't like to talk about old times in Hamlin Village. Who can remember them after all? Ha 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 ha. Oh dear, it looks like the eyes have you both, as they say. How disappointing. Remember, doctors are here to help you. If you've forgotten your joy, doctors will smell it right away, and they'll give you a quick injection to make your day a lovely one. Dr. Byron, what is your question?
What happens when you take too much joy? A. You can't find your own house. B. Who cares? C. Please God, make them stop staring.
I'm afraid that was a bit of a trick question. It's true, you can't find your house when you overdose on joy. But we want you to see the broader truth, which is, who cares? Oh, Player 2, today is just not your day, is it? But you can always come back for a 7th try. And that concludes this episode of Oh Behave. I hope you made it to the village. If you didn't, remember, we're always happy to give you another shot if you're willing to behave like a decent citizen. Of course we are. Here in Hamlin Village, we're always happy.
Well, that's a relief.
Welcome. It's time to play Oh Behave, the game where you show that you're ready to come back to Hamlin Village and behave like a proper, decent citizen.
What the hell? I passed the test. Oh, for heaven's sake, I'm not going to do this again. How do I get out of here?
Are you ready to behave? Now, our 5 guest questioners are going to ask you one question each. All you have to do is show us that you understand how to behave yourself in Wellington World. cashier. What question do you have for our prodigal son or daughter?
If you want to fit in, you should A. Say hello to everyone you meet, like what you do. B. Visit people's houses, whether they're there or not. C. The eyes! The eyes!
Yes, that's right. It never hurts
Don't mind
to
me.
say hello to
Just having a bit of a sit down.
Letter 2, I'm afraid the eyes was not the right answer. Mrs. Browning, what would you like to know?
If you realise you're wearing rags, should you A. Pop a joy? B. Put on proper clothes, for God's sake. I want a proper joy.
May I express my delight that you passed the examination, sir? We've not had as many as we'd hoped, sir. Not as many at all. And yet, they say the unexamined life is not worth living. Well, sir, welcome back. Oh, and in case your rustication has been of long duration, please bear in mind there is now a nocturnal curfew. Best be indoors after nightfall, sir.
Isn't this wonderful?
Oh, I can't remember the last time someone...
So from here, I've got to get to St. George's home and then into the parade. Except that I need a letter of transit to get into the parade, like the one I left on my desk in the parade. How do I get a new one? Wait, the old government printing office was on Maidenholm. Maybe I can break in and steal some blanks.